is really going to make us better entrepreneurs going forward. Coaches to serve other people. I really do.
I don't mind it. I've removed a lot of profanity out of my vocabulary. Shit.
Just put a disclaimer, just like because we're going to be a little bit butthurt or just like confused. It's like
You know what I mean? It's the lifestyle we chose. It's what makes us happy, and Alright guys, welcome back to another episode in the Dynamic Lifestyle Podcast. Hopefully you guys are doing well, you guys are staying safe out there, and you guys are GSDing, what we say, getting shit done, or even get stuff done if you don't want to curse.
I don't like that stuff.
I don't mind it. I've removed a lot of the profanity out of my vocabulary.
Shit is considered really like profanity?
It is, but it's good. It's hard to just do a clean slate on it. I do catch myself sometimes, but hey guys, we're all a work in progress, 1% better.
Doesn't sound as cool. Get stuff done.
One of these days, I promise, I know I'll remove everything, and that would be awesome. But it's my little spiel to kick this off.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So let's dig into this conversation. This is going to be really good, and it's going to be eye-opening for a lot of you guys too. Because even when I was like thinking about this subject and putting together like some content for it, it was eye-opening for me too. And what we're going to be talking about is if you won't have a successful business if you don't do this. And there's a couple things when I say if you don't do this. And notice I didn't say a successful online business. I'm saying a business in general because this is speaking to like in-person stuff and online as well too, which is like a hybrid. So yeah, and a lot of the stuff we're doing now, guys. Like we've made some pivots. We've adapted to certain things this first quarter of 2022. I mean, you guys are no strangers to what's going on in the world. Things are a little bit rocky. Things are tricky. So we're trying to maneuver this puzzle. We're trying to play the game a little bit differently, and ultimately that's what the game of entrepreneur is all about. And for some people, it's they're not about it. They can't hang with it. They don't last, and then that's too bad.
I'm a firm believer, man. This is only going to make us better entrepreneurs going forward, and better coaches to serve other people. I really do. This isn't our first rodeo going through.
It's not supposed to be. At the end of the day, it's not supposed to be easy. It's not supposed to be a linear road of just like sunshine and rainbows. It's going to be ups and downs, a roller coaster, peaks, valleys, whatever you want to call it. Like there's going to be another thing that just comes in the way, like another mountain after another mountain. So get ready for it. It's the lifestyle we chose. It's what makes us happy, and I don't care. We'll get through it. Get through anything that comes our way.
Yeah, I posted this on Facebook the other day, and then we'll roll into this. But I said, like, man, you got to have a mindset of daily warfare. Especially in these times right now. It's daily warfare. You know what I mean? Which is basically you in the morning after you do your morning routine or whatever you do to kind of get yourself going. You better put that armor on and make sure that you understand you're going to battle, and that battle is with like your business and everything else that comes with it in life. So have that mentality, and then when you guys have your guys' like shut off time, whether it's like 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night, and you guys are present with your family, your loved ones, take off that armor, and then tomorrow's another day, just one day at a time.
I love that. That's a great point. Okay, so let's jump into this. So if you won't have a successful business if you won't do this, okay? So a lot of people, what they're not doing is they're neglecting the in-person stuff of building their network and collaborating with people all around your guys' 5 to 10 mile radius. I would say even extend it to a 30-mile radius. It really doesn't matter. But you guys have to understand that before anything happened with online, social media, all that crap, this metaverse junk that's out there, there was actual brick and mortar businesses. There was actual brick and mortar businesses where people did business making eye contact and shaking each other's hands and going to get a bite to eat and breaking bread.
That's just not wearing some like technology over your eyes.
No, and not always doing Zoom. So that's where I'm going with this, is that you guys are missing the boat, and you guys are going to miss key components to being a successful entrepreneur and having a business if you guys are neglecting building your guys' network and collaborating with people all around your guys' radius. Now, does it have to be that they're in line with like the same thing that you guys do? No, it doesn't. That's not what this is about. Guys, people know people, right? Like there could be a business owner that is like within like construction, or even like it could be tech, it could be real estate, it could be like a chiropractor, anything, right? A hairdresser. You don't think that they know people, right? They don't think that they have friends or other like colleagues or peers that are your ideal clients. I mean, come on, you really can't make that argument. So that's the biggest mistake that a lot of you guys are doing, is you guys are so focused on getting likes, getting views, creating reels, videos, this and that, right? Which those don't pay the bills. I'm sorry. Likes and shares and all that don't pay the bills unless you're an influencer with hundreds of thousands, millions of followers that are endorsing brands and all this other stuff. Those are not going to pay. It's not going to pay the bills for you guys. So you cannot neglect this about meeting people in person, having lunch with them, having coffee with them, building a relationship, and ultimately having that giving mentality of like, hey, how can I help you first before I make my ask?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. No, man, I mean, I can feel the passion and just like with it, because this is something we love doing too, though. You know what I mean? And like a lot of people will say, well, oh, I'm an introvert, you know, or oh, you know, I'm not a good people person or something like that. And it's like, well, no, it's a limiting belief. You know what I mean? Maybe you are a little more introvert. Maybe somebody else is more extrovert. Who cares? At the same time, though, you have to get uncomfortable. You have to do it, right? Because like you said, we talk about this with our students in the Accelerator program, and we did a whole training on this for them because we know, like, we've been around for like 10, 12 years around this. It's called Hustling Outside of Social Media. There's a podcast on this too, right? Yeah. Yes, if you guys want to search that too, we did a whole entire thing on this with hustling outside social media. But you have to be able to dominate locally and online these days, right? So it's so true what they just say, that your network is your net worth is your network. Yeah. It really is, you know? And I don't know, man. Like, I just think it's been like awesome too. Like ever since we joined the local mastermind, you know, for some of you guys don't know, we're still in a virtual mastermind. You know, it's been about a year and like 5 months. You know,
about a year and a half.
Year and a half almost. But man, like, you know, like we were just missing something this year going into 2022. You know, and just burnt out from Zoom and stuff. You know, and I know, my bad. I know you're probably like, dude, why did you do that? Just really quick, and we'll be back to that video. I just want you to join our free Facebook group community for health and fitness coaches looking to get more online clients. So just click the link below in the description box, join it absolutely free. We got some cool stuff in there, a lot of videos, do live trainings every couple of months on there. And we got some cool freebies on there. So just make sure to click the link below, join our free Facebook group for health and fitness coaches that want to level up and get more online clients to create more income, impact, influence, independence. Back to the video. We needed something local, you know, so we joined like our pastor's mastermind, and we meet up every 6 weeks there at the church, and it's just awesome because everybody's in different industries, you know, and it's like, it's just the camaraderie and just like learning from different people. Like this other girl the other day, last week, she was doing a whole presentation on like financial literacy and stuff like that,
advising.
You know, and financial advising. And it was awesome because after she did her presentation, she had an ask, and she had a problem that she needed solved, right? And she wanted everybody's opinions. And they went around, you know, like in 20 people giving their own kind of answer and stuff like that, you know, and you saw just all the different levels of expertise and the answers and stuff like that. It was cool, you know, and she walks away with basically a recording of 20 different kind of like people's like insights and suggestions that she could go back to and like be like with her team, like, hey, there's some gold in here, you know, we need to try some of these things. And it could literally take her business to the next level, you know, so.
And we're talking like opinions from people that are experienced and successful.
Yeah,
there's been around the block for a long time.
Yeah, there's one guy in there, he's $1 million solar company. I mean, we're talking about big players here.
Yeah,
you know,
what I like too, it's not all about the digital marketing and blah blah blah, like social media, which is all important stuff, guys, but all that stuff gets old. It gets old. And there's other ways to do business and really stand out and again be successful.
Yeah, so, and again, real quick, just put a disclaimer on this, like, because I know people are gonna like get a little bit butthurt or just like confused, and it's like, look, if you have an online business, right? If you have an online, you know, coaching business, like whether it's in health, whether it's in relationships or wealth, no, that doesn't mean you ditch your online business. That doesn't mean that you stop marketing, you stop doing social media content. No. Those are the staples. It's the boring work. Every day you got to do that stuff, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
It just means that it opened up your eyes, and think outside the box and realize that wherever you guys live, there's a 5 to 10 mile radius with a lot of awesome probably people out there that could really kind of help you guys out, or you could help them out, you know?
Yeah, and I truly believe those little networking groups and all this stuff, they're going to slowly come back.
Craving them, man.
Yeah, they're going to come back. So be aware and don't be like don't neglect them, guys. Like there's a lot of ones that are free. Just go out there and just shake hands. Like be around people. Like you just never know. That one person you just might meet might change the entire game for you and change your life. That's the beauty of it. So that's what Chris and I have been really diligent about this whole first quarter of 2022 is like we're staying true to committing to meeting like at least one person per week, right? Whether it's through like our men's group, through our church, through our mastermind, someone that puts us in contact with another person that just might like be a good fit. Anybody, people that we're meeting around, like at the gym, like it doesn't matter. Like we're making a commitment to having coffee with one person every Friday for 1 hour, hour and a half. It does not matter. We're trying to connect with people and just, build our whole network out here. And you know how powerful that is, guys? Like, we're going in with a giving mentality. Like we are sitting there just like planting seeds with good intentions. Whether those seeds reap with time or not, it does not matter. It's like we're here to help support these people in any way possible because that's just who we are. Like we're not asking for anything. And I promise you, like if you have that type of energy and mentality that you guys are, planting and sowing these seeds for a good cause, it will come back to you guys in a good form of way. And it doesn't matter when that is, but that's a great thing you guys can do. So make a commitment to reach out to one person, have coffee with them every single week. Join a local mastermind, right? If you guys have some. Another thing is too, like a couple of our students, like John Canlis and Jane, right? They joined like their local like B&I groups, right? They're just local groups of just like different business owners. It's called B&I. You guys can research that. And you join those and you be like the go-to person in your guys' expertise or industry. Exactly. And it's like you guys cross-reference and cross-promote all of each other. So you guys are stewarding your guys' money, you guys are stewarding your guys' business, with good people. Another thing too is, again, like I said, just like go to different like places, like go to meetup groups. Like there's so many different things you guys can do. I mean, just you guys got to put yourself out there and just
go work like at least 1 or 2 times a week outside of your office. We told this to our students too. Like the other day, we were just working at this place called The Star, and we ran into this app developer, and he's got a bunch of influencers there, and he asked us, hey, we might need somebody to help, coach our influencers on how to monetize, off their social media presence. And we have experience with that. So, we set something up there, so I'm telling you guys, like, there's opportunities everywhere, but you have to go seek them. You really do, And I just love too how you mentioned like our students doing those B&I groups, because again, that doesn't mean like if you guys are in like a virtual mastermind or something like that you just ditch it or anything like that. Like no, don't. Again, you could do both, right? And that's what we tell our students. Don't think that because you're doing our program that you would have to just completely ditch it and go to like you just do the B&I group. No, you probably need both, to be 100% honest. To really get to that next level. They're very different, But yeah, other than that, guys, the last little tip that I can really give on that, besides meeting like someone once a week and like, working like outside of your normal like, environment 1 or 2 times a week, is keep a spreadsheet though. It's super important because
it's a form of CRM system.
Yeah, because it starts getting a little bit messy to where, again, you want to make sure you have their email, their phone number, their full name, and you want to know obviously what industry they're in, right? Because you don't want to sound like the guy where like you went to coffee with them and you meet up with them and they were in real estate and like you think they were like, in landscaping or something like that. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to do that. So you want to make sure you know what profession they're in. And then just put some notes on there, guys. Like what was the kind of like main conversation on there? Like what was their ask? Maybe you need an ask next time, you know what I mean? But make sure you have a little bit of context, like what you guys were kind of discussing, because the next time you guys meet up, you'll have that data and the conversation will just be so much more impactful.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up because that is powerful and it's a big tool and a big piece to it. But then also too, like go the extra mile. Is there someone that you do know that they can help, right? Put them in contact with, and just by doing that, make an introduction. Like, man, you guys, that goes such a long ways. It really, really does. And just that's why I wanted to have this conversation and bring this topic up, because too many entrepreneurs are neglecting this right now. I'm sorry, but it's one of those things where it's going to come back and bite you guys in the foot as time goes on. Like social media is great, like online's great. That's where the future is. I get it, innovation, but do not ever neglect like, how things really just like started and evolved, and just going back to the fundamentals of things.
Yeah, just human nature connecting with
exactly.
people. You know what I mean? That's not going to go away unless you're into that metaverse stuff. You know what I mean? Which, you know, I hope you're not. You know? Yeah, I don't want to go into a whole tangent on that.
Yeah, let's not go there.
All right, we'll kind of conclude there. Really, the next thing, guys, is we're doing kind of like an inflation-proof your business series this whole entire month of May. So if you are a business owner, and again, you don't have to be a health and fitness coach. It can be whatever like industry you're in. It'll be super helpful. But we're trying to look out for you guys and give you guys a really cool resource and tool to where you can take this script and use it for email, Facebook group, social media posts, or SMS, and tell like your clients and community, look, I'm a business owner, and you know everybody else is raising their prices, and I need to raise my price too to stay in business. And obviously, you're going to do it in an integral and honorable way, and you're going to give them tremendous value in exchange for it, right? But it's a good script and a good framework. So if you guys want that, if you're in the U.S., text us at this number 213-319-6702 and text the word inflation. If you guys are international, just shoot us a DM on Instagram with the word inflation, and we'll hook you guys up with that inflation-proof getting script.
That we will do. All right, guys. So if you guys found value in this, you got some good nuggets, you guys are ready to go out there and hustle outside of social media and make some connections, leave us a rating and review, or just share this out and tag us. We would greatly appreciate it. So other than that, thank you again for tuning in, for your guys' eyes, your ears, all that stuff, your attention. We greatly appreciate it. So we'll catch you guys on the next episode. We're out.